Sure looks like a terminal station to me, based on that sign. Gamboiwa. Here's the food. So, this is Engaru. Nice enough place. End of the line now. We love flowers. We love flowers. Flowers, flowers, flowers for hours, hours, hours. I am on a journey to visit all the dead-end stations, or termini, of Japan Railways in order to explore and show off some less frequented parts of the country. This odyssey of mine has begun with a trip to Hokkaido, where I have 10 stations to visit that fit my criteria, and along the way I plan to ride all of JR Hokkaido's passenger rail services. Man, it is 6:09 and bright as hell. Okay, let's go have a brief brekkie. Or not. There's so many people in line. I don't need free brekkie. Seiko Mart is closed at 6:36. Bro, what is this? Today my backpack feels light, which scares me. Oh yeah, rocks. I'm gonna go see a much bigger rock in Engaru now. Found 2 brochures at the hotel for Engaru. We got the train wrap with the cool stuff again. Today we are finally visiting another Japan Railways terminus, Engaru Station. And this is the most questionable one, at least in Hokkaido. It's technically not a terminus, but if you look at it on any of the maps, you can probably call it an honorary one. And this is probably because the former Naouro line used to connect to the Sekihoku Main Line here and extend out towards the coast. But that closed in 1989. However, all trains must stop here before turning around because there's a switchback on the tracks. I'm excited and hopeful to see Taiyou no Oka Engaru Park here because it has the largest Cosmos Park in Japan, and I've seen photos where it looks like just a giant pink carpet. This is when Shibazakura is in bloom. This place is 10 hectares where over 10 million cosmos flowers bloom, and it's also near the 2 other sites of interest, for me at least, here in Engaru. Engaru Shrine and Gamboiwa, which is a lava rock hill cliff that gives a great view of the city. The rock is actually called Inkarushi in the Ainu language, which means a place with a good view. So I'd say it's quite aptly named. It has also been designated a Pirikanoka, meaning beautiful and shape in Ainu. And this is a unified name for Hokkaido's outstanding scenic spots rich in Ainu stories, folklore, places of worship, and language, and boasting beautiful natural scenery.
We will soon be arriving at Engaru, the final stop.
Nice train. There's the big rock. I see the observatory point. That's not going to be fun. This isn't technically a terminal station, but it is. If you look at it like on this map, it's still the Sekihoku line both ways. It used to be the Naouro line out there. But every train has to stop here because there's a switchback. That Naouro line closed all the way back in 1989, but the track's still like that. So I'm gonna go climb this rock and hopefully we can get a view of the Cosmos Park. I'm gonna walk through town a little bit, but pretty much nothing's open on a Sunday at 8 a.m. But some stuff's gonna be open at 9. I'm try and hit this bakery here on the way back. But I'm leaving here in 2 hours. So I'm not sure how long it's gonna take me to get up this rock. That's pretty high. It certainly seems higher than the one where I saw Godzilla Rock. I was honestly not expecting it to be that high. I like this town's feel. Yeah, so right up here is where like lots of restaurants are. See all the signs. So when I was looking at Engaru, there were 3 sites of interest. Gamboiwa, big rock up there. At the foot of it is Engaru Shrine, and then Taiyou no Oka with the Cosmos Park. Here's the bakery. I'd like to try to get something out later. They open at 9. So there's Engaru Shrine already. So the Cosmos Park at Taiyou no Oka is the largest Cosmos Park in Japan. I've seen photos where it looks like just a giant pink carpet, but I don't think that those are in season right now. It looks like from around May to September is when there's actual flowering flowers. But that big pink carpet is Shibazakura. The field's like 10 hectares and there's 10 million cosmos. That's not in season, unfortunately. Going up over the tracks, there's the station down there. The train like went out to turn around, but it's not in like a spot where you can really go see it well. I don't actually know where to start climbing this rock, unfortunately. Okay, I got this pamphlet in Kitami. This is a little taste. And then here's the different types of flowers they got there in the seasons. And here we've got times a year when stuff's in bloom. And I was looking on the website, and mid to late July indeed is a very dead period. But luckily, it is early July. Shrine. Go straight through, and it's a 15-minute climb. Okay. Okay, hands washed successfully. I think this guy might be trying to climb the rock too. Oh, okay, I see where the trail is. It's off to the right. Yeah, Fukushima no Taiyou. Okay, here we are. Kyofu ni yoru edouchi ni chūi. Don't fall and watch your head. That's what I think some of the stuff on that sign was saying. I'm gonna take my sweet time because the sweat already be dripping. That's the reason why I should watch my head. Freaking bugs flying in my ears, eyes, and nose. Luckily not my mouth. I'm gonna relax so hard on top of this. Maybe for like a whole minute. Dang, these bugs. Leave me alone for 2 seconds. At least. Leave me alone. I was really hoping that sign at the bottom there saying to be careful wasn't gonna say, watch out for monkeys, climb at your own risk, or like, beware of bears, but I think that's kind of a given in Hokkaido, maybe? I don't know. These damn bugs, man. Holy schmoly. Here's some info. Jeez. Okay, there's another name for Gamboiwa, the Ainu name, Inkarushi. I'm bugging. I feel like we could almost be there. Are we? If we are, that's the shortest 15 minutes ever. We're up hella high though. Oh yeah, we're here. That was fast. There's the station. Engaru Station. You can see a track still going that way. But those are just to turn the trains around nowadays. We've got a sweeping panoramic view here of the whole city. There's no rail up here, so I can do what I want. But I also need to look down and out of my phone. Okay. Over there, it's clearly like a snow area, a skiing and snowboarding area. But see the white? That's their non-winter season one. I saw a picture of them like blowing ice onto it. That's cool. So you can train year round if you're here. It's a great view. It's a little bit bigger town. And that's their track. Man, that sucks. Guys, there's so much more room. Why do we make the track so small? That's actually, that could be 400 meters. We up here. Maybe I should know the name of this river running through here. It's this nice little umbrella thing. And then Kiken. Gakufuchi wa jimen ga yawaku taihen kiken desu. Zettai ni chikayoranai de kudasai. Absolutely do not get close. Oh, there's like an observatory? How would one ever get in this building? I'll try and figure that out later. Oh, nice telescopes. They love those. I love those. Not quite as good a view from up here. Stepping up on these stairs. It's a little better, but seems I'm a little tall to use this. So I'm gonna step back down these stairs and point them straight at this tree, I guess. I'm gonna see, maybe I find something, maybe I don't know. I'm gonna assume that maybe these trees weren't, well, these ones definitely had to have been, but maybe these ones weren't quite as tall when they built this thing here, because you really can't see anything. So, this is Engaru. Nice enough place. End of the line now. Didn't always used to be, but it has been since 1989. Unsullied by sponsorship since 1989. I'm gonna go see if I can see the Taiyou no Oka area. Unfortunately, I gotta put my backpack back on then. It really looks like Taiyou no Oka's on the left. Okay, I saw this from the train. I'm standing directly in the middle of the road, but I'll see anyone who's coming. Up on the hill there, it says Taiyou no Oka. You can see it from the train. That was cool. Way up there's some stuff. I honestly think that way up there is the Cosmos area. All right, I need to look on my phone. I don't think I can do that. It's only peonies in bloom though, so it might not even be that great looking. I'm gonna look at recent reviews and I'm gonna look at where that is, or where exactly it is. Okay, it seems to be like somewhere in the middle here. It says a 17-minute walk and then a 35-minute walk back from there, which would mean I've got like a 20-minute free zone, but I'm gonna head there. Why not? Yeah, I looked at pictures and there seems to be a lot of flowers in bloom. Oh good, a map. 300 meters it says on that side. It's gonna open. I'm gonna go in for 10 minutes potentially and then leave. Classic. This map sure has seen some better days. Here we go. Well, I came from over there, so worst case, maybe I can pop a shortcut. I'm really hoping that I don't actually have to go in to see the flowers. I think it's entirely possible because it's like a giant field, but it might be blocked by like hills or whatever. Later today, I'm visiting every single station on the Rumoi line, which is closing in March of next year, 2026. It's only 4 stations: Kitaichian, Chippubetsu, Kita Chippubetsu, and Ishikari-Numata, which is the terminus. We love flowers, we love flowers. Flowers, flowers, flowers for hours, hours, hours. Oh man. It's another 300 meters. Kill me. Okay, well, come this far, eh? Here we are. Yeah, I can almost definitely see flowers from the outside. Nice little pond with a bridge for some reason. Well, I mean, this whole park is super awesome. Google Maps tried to lead me down a path I couldn't walk down. Classic. Open 9 to 5. Shit, I don't see any flowers. I don't see anything. Unfortunate. Because the picture I saw that somebody took a week ago, everything was all orange. Like these guys. I don't see where I would see any flowers. Dang. Well, the doors are open. They're not open yet though. Whatever. Here we are. Well, I think I can officially say there's no flowers in bloom here. So I would say don't visit in July. And I want it to look like that. It didn't take me as long to walk here as it said it might, so that's good. I gotta throw up some pictures of when it looks nice. Because it would look so nice, I can tell. And I've seen pictures that look really good. There's a big field over there, and then this whole thing. Now I gotta come back to Engaru. Now that I see how big this thing is, there's even a field way up there, I think. They really want you to like propose here. On the brochure, it's like, the person you love, convey to them. I don't know. What I do know is, it's time to head back. I think I'm gonna try that shortcut. Yeah, that's a private road, Google. Time for my shortcut. This is the park, so I presume this giant, clearly not fenced off park is public property. Walking through a field. I'm gonna go pray at the shrine. Let's see what I got. Oh, I have go in. I know I have go in. Oh, yeah, I wanted to buy something at a shrine at each of these stops, each of these terminal stations. But there's, well, maybe there's a shrine somewhere at Shinchitose Airport, but doubt it has amulets. Man, I would say July 6th is early July, but you know, flowers are flowers. There's the Taiyou no Oka sign. You can't necessarily, I don't fault them. I just wish like I could see what it was like. There might be something on the website, but it just didn't seem like it. And then I went to Google to see recent photos a week ago. Alright. We came up right there. We'll go down right there. Got Go-In in my hand. I've got 43 minutes to get to the train. These stupid bugs are back. I just slipped on some rocks, but I caught myself. Unfortunately, got a kind of look up, idiot. Oh my lord, can we please stop, bugs? Please. Okay, I see the roof of the shrine. I'm gonna make sure I'm not white. Okay, good news and bad news. Bad news is I'm white. Good news is I'm not any whiter than usual. My sunscreen, it was either rubbed in or it's just all already been sweat off. Oh my. Why are there so many bugs in the forest? Oh, I can wash my hand in the hand washing thing. I don't know if that's rude. Kinda, you're supposed to do that. Man, is it hotter down here? I didn't see any ambulance, so I got an omikuji. Luck slip. The priest was in the temple, so I said hi to him. Alright, let's head up the bakery and then hopefully not sweat all my fluids out. Couldn't find any reserved seating though. That's pretty good, except for the modern building in the middle. We came in on this and we're going out on that. They actually merge right there. If I put my wrist in a certain position, it doesn't feel too hot. There's the bakery. That's funny. They exclusively painted the facade pink. I'm sure they're open, but nobody's around, so we could be in a, New Mont Blanc type situation, or they're just inexplicably not open. Hate those guys over at New Mont Blanc. Doria forever, baby. Kubota. Pan Kushia Cake. Yeah, they should be open. Okay. Still pretty early, so nobody out really. I got some goodies. I got like a jelly donut, but it's filled with on. Got like a fried chicken sandwich. And then I saw it said Engaru. So I looked at what it was. And it's Gamboiwa. It's a monaka shaped like the rock. So, had to get that. I want to take a picture of my monaka next to the raka. And there we go. Okay, I'm gonna try the Engaru Gamboiwa shaped monaka. And then I'm finally gonna eat these cookies from Romante and Obihiro. The other two things I got from the little old lady were really good. Okay, I'm assuming it's red bean. That's probably Azuki. Whoa. There's two. This is good. The outside, I never really cared for that. But the red bean paste is good. I take that back. This mix is really, really good. This is so good. Oh, baby. Nice, cute little place here. This sweet little old lady. I think this is a delightful little city. From what I've barely experienced. I got off the train with that guy, so I guess he's doing something similar and being here for 5 seconds. There's the station. I'm crossing the street though. This time we can go look at the other stairs. I doubt they have a trash can, but all these trains do, so it's all good. Now that there's no one around, I'll probably go talk at the Engaru sign again, but just wanted to get a shot of these stairs. There it is. I guess they've got a JSDF place out there. And then Rock Valley, that's the snow spot down we saw from up on Gamboiwa. Walked up, didn't see nothing unfortunately. There's a waterfall over there. This other flower field, I think, oh, there's a sunflower one. I don't think it's sunflower season. Engaru Gamboiwa. Nice. Before I forget, when we exit here, we're gonna pass by this former station, Q Shirataki, and that's the one that a lot of people have heard about, where they kept the train station open just for the one high schooler who was commuting every day. He was actually commuting to Engaru Station here from there, and they closed the station down in 2016, which coincided with when the student graduated high school. So that's cool. I'm gonna try to get a good shot of the station as we go by, but I know that that's a commonly known story, but I'm not sure that people know where. You can see it says Naoru there. Sure looks like a terminal station to me, based on that sign. Gamboiwa. Here's the shade. And we're off to maybe my most awaited day so far. I'll be stopping at all 4 remaining stations on the Gamboiwa Main Line, which will be closing forever. Well, hopefully not, but it's closing for good at the end of March 2026. And this is another reason why I decided to go to Hokkaido first and stop at every JR terminus here. But before that, exiting Engaru Station, we are going to pass by the former Q Shirataki Station. Okay, Q Shirataki is coming up. We're only stopping at Shirataki. Past it, because the station no longer exists. This is the station that was kept open for one high schooler who was commuting to Engaru every day for high school, and it finally closed in 2016. There was also a soba stand at Engaru Station, Kitaichi Sobaya, which closed in 2019. And when I was there, it had just opened back up after crowdfunding in April of 2025. But since I've left, it actually closed again, unfortunately. And I didn't even see it while I was there. Lastly, supposedly Aikido originated in the Engaru area. Actually, the founder himself essentially settled in Shirataki. He kind of settled the Shirataki area himself. But Engaru isn't really what I would call the origin of it. I was hoping to maybe go outside of this random Aikido gym I saw in town, but it didn't really make sense. It was interesting to learn some of this stuff about Aikido and about the founder, though. Now we out of here for real. Hopefully that will mean that we're not late at all. Well, we are now officially late. I believe I was in Asahikawa Station for about 5 minutes before heading to the Gamboiwa line on my train, on my next train, since this one got delayed. But that part of the train ride will be seen next time when we go and visit all the stations on the Rumoi line. I was about to say, I might make it if we really get there in that run, and then I just slowed down as I started this video. It's the City Museum. I've been there. Station time. Woo! This is gonna be fun today. Now we got 2 cookies. Obihiro. That was 10 years ago I was there, huh? Well, it's a miracle that this one actually stayed in one piece this whole time. I'm not getting any vanilla specifically. However, it is a very good butter cookie. Right amount of sugar, right amount of butter for a butter cookie like that. Very good. Okay, this one's clearly a lot more broken. Okay. There is a bit of chocolate up here. One more try. Got more chocolate that time. It's honestly a little bit different from the other one. Not by much. And then there's the chocolate chips. These are really good chocolate chips. They match this flavor well. I really like this. But these are just like butter cookies. And they're really good butter cookies, but butter cookies are just butter cookies.